I find another job. On my way, I'm gonna find a load for this company. Pretty excited about that. Let me get this text-to-speech program up and running here. All right, I think we got it on. All right. All right, let's get back on the road. Just stopped off to grab some lunch. Wow, that's a long line of trucks to get out of here. Boy, oh boy. Don't think I've ever been in a line this long to get out of this particular truck stop before. Wow. Well, trying to get on the highway here. Welcome to the Johnny Dangerously live stream if you're just joining in. Currently in Eaton, Ohio right now. Going to be getting on Interstate 70 heading westbound as soon as I can get out of this unforsaken parking lot here. Going to be heading up to north of Indy today, up by Remington, Indiana. I'm going to take 70 west, 465 to 65 north. Almost back to the road here. My name is Johnny Dangerously. I'm an over-the-road truck driver in the United States. Been driving truck for about 20 years, if you never caught the live stream before. Got a massive construction zone to go through.
John Olson said hi.
Hello, welcome. And got a massive construction zone right on the Ohio. As soon as you cross into Indiana, got a 22-mile construction zone. It's the infamous crossing from Ohio into Indiana state line area where you just get rocked by the bad road. So we'll see if they've made any progress when we go through that. All right.
After half a mile, turn left.
If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. I do several live streams a week, along with posting a lot of other short videos, long videos, stuff like that. Unfortunately, this is probably going to be the last live stream for the next 4 to 6 weeks, as I just quit my job. I'm on my last trip for this company right now. I actually don't even have another one lined up yet. They pissed me off that bad. I'm just going to take a month off and chill. Gonna ride with you guys for a couple hours today. I will try. I'm going to be doing some traveling when I'm off work, so I'll try to do some live streams from my SUV or whatever. But this will be probably until about mid-August in a big rig.
Follow the highway.
So we got about 10 miles of Ohio left till we cross over into Indiana. It's a 55-mile-an-hour construction zone for the first 22 miles in Indiana. They've been working on this stretch for, I think they're on a couple years now. Doing about 30 years worth of construction all at the same time, or so it would seem. And they're trying to add a lane, make it 3 lanes all the way from the Ohio border to the Illinois border. Indiana wants to make Interstate 70 a toll road all the way across Indiana. Absolutely ridiculous. And if they let these people do that, it's going to be devastating for the local economies around there. More expensive to ship everything into those areas, through those areas. So how was everyone's 4th of July? Did you all get to see some fireworks? I ended up with the weekend off only because I ended up resigning my job last week. So got to go home, enjoy the holiday, hang out with some family, play some poker. I did not win at poker. I almost had to beg for my job back. I did so badly, but that's never going to happen. Well, looks like we have State Patrol in the middle. They're looking at the other side of the highway. It's probably the 6th or 7th one that's been in the middle in the last 50 or 60 miles. Must be a busy drug route. So coming up on the Indiana line in a couple miles here. Across from Ohio into Indiana.
Gerald Cox G6N said hi.
Hello, hello, welcome to the live stream. Well, not good if we're coming to a stop a couple miles from the state line, so. Ruh-roh. Well, hopefully they got 2 lanes open down here, and I'm starting to think maybe they only got 1 lane open. That's going to take a while, if that's the case. So the job I'm in right now, I pretty much run the eastern half of the country. I'm turning my truck in later on today, so hopefully the next gig I get will take me to all 48 states so I can stay away from Indiana for a while. But if you're just joining in, my name's Johnny Dangerously. I'm an over-the-road truck driver in the United States. Been driving for almost 20 years. Currently on Interstate 70 heading west, getting ready to cross into Indiana in a couple miles here. On my way to near Remington, Indiana. Where I will turn my truck in at the end of my shift today. This will be the last live stream from Big Truck, probably until August. I'm going to take the rest of July off and relax, do some traveling. So when I'm in my personal vehicle, I'll try to run some live streams. But if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. I do have a lot of back footage I haven't had a chance to edit through and get posted up yet, so I'll be doing that while I'm off of work, so. Well, it looks like about 2 miles from the state line here, which means we're backed up at least that far. Not sure if they got it down to a single lane up here or not. Hoping to ride with you guys.
J3902 said hi.
Hello, hello. Welcome to the live stream. Gonna try to ride with you guys till we get north of Indianapolis. So where's everyone watching from today? Well, I just stopped for lunch right before, and I'm starting to regret stopping at this point. Well, it's got to either be an accident or a lane closed up here. I don't know what else would be causing this. Been through here a number of times through this construction much. And we haven't even entered the construction zone yet, so I mean 22 miles worth of it once we do.
Gerald Cox G6N said hi.
Hi, Gerald. Welcome to the live stream. Still in Ohio. I thought I was hoping to be in Indiana by now, but just wasn't meant to be, I guess. Coming up on the state line in a quarter mile or so here. Maybe we'll get to see what is causing this delay. Sometimes you never get to find out. If you're in an accident, there's an accident ahead, they'll have it cleaned up long before you ever get there, but looks like we're increasing dramatically here, increasing speed, so. Well, coming to a stop again.
8 says said hi.
Hello, hello. Welcome to the live stream. The stopped in traffic stream, apparently. Well, officially in Indiana right now, just crossed over from Ohio into this mess of a traffic jam here. Got a 22-mile construction zone. And we're about a quarter mile in. Well, can see up there a little bit. Can't quite see what would be causing this yet. Oh, well, I just caught a glimpse of a sign that says the left lane is closed up here. So apparently that's why everything's backed up as bad as what it is. Absolutely ridiculous. Well, might as well just ride it all the way up until the lane closes at this point. Hopefully it's pretty soon. As soon as that lane closes, should be able to get back up to speed. Makes it worse that we got an on-ramp right here joining into the right lane, and then the left lane is going to be joining into the right lane. So stupid, stupid, stupid. Huh. Well, that sign says the right lane's going to be closing, even though it just said the left lane closed up here. So, typical Indiana signage. Now, this sign says the left lane's going to be closed. Oh, this picture. Who the hell knows, really? Well, I'm not seeing where this closes here. So the left lane is going to be closed for like a 20-foot section. I mean, what is going on here? So that whole entire backup is just because of this little section right here. Okay, Garmin, save video. I'm gonna have to make another video out of that. That's typical Indiana shit right there. I imagine the concrete or asphalt is failing there, and they're worried it's gonna fall over and eat some cars, but who knows? All right, let's do some driving finally. Currently heading Interstate 70 westbound. We're going to run this to 465 near Indianapolis, go up around the northeast side of Indy, pick up Interstate 65 north. Going to be heading towards Remington, Indiana. I'm going to try to keep you guys with me till we get north of Indianapolis or so. Still got a long ways to go to get there. After this, that was about, I want to say, I'll tell you how long it was. About 45 minutes to go, about 12 miles. So we're probably only about, 3 or 4 miles into the 22-mile construction zone at this point. If you're just joining in, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. I do post a lot of other videos in addition to the live streams. This is going to be the last live stream probably for a good 4 to 6 weeks or so. I decided to quit my current job on my last run with this company right now, and then I haven't even lined up another gig yet. It's that bad driving for these people, so I'll figure that out along the way. Trucks use left lane through here. That's why I'm in the left lane. Got a way station coming up in 2 miles. It's probably open too.
Brandon Childers B7D says, damn, that's dangerous as hell, nowhere to go.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to run some shit over. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and get over in anticipation that this way station is gonna be open. My pre-pass thingamajigger is not been working that great lately, so if it's open, I'll probably have to pull in. But we'll find out in a second here. Hey, that's the sound I want to hear. So if it's open, I do not have to stop. All right, we'll get back in the left lane now. So I think we're about 8 miles into this 22-mile construction zone right now. Then we'll have even more construction zones before we make it to Indianapolis. So they're trying to do all this construction so they can make I-70 a toll road through the entire state of Indiana. By 2029, I think is the dates I heard on that. All right, so that way station does appear to be closed. Doesn't look like it's even been open for a while, but Oh. So I love when they use concrete to patch these holes. You can see like a couple foot section concrete mixed in with all this asphalt. That's like putting speed bumps in the middle there. They can never get a level just right. Oh, I'm going to be crippled yet. All right, down to the last few miles of this construction zone. Let's see, 19, maybe 3.5 more miles. Oh, Jesus. So they do have photo enforcement in their construction zones in Indiana. So if you go more than 10 over, you could get a ticket in the mail. I don't know if this is one of them right here or not. Could be. Nope, that's just a regular sheriff. All right, coming out of the construction, 22 miles of that. Let's see, it took me 1 hour and 3 minutes to go approximately 31 miles. Huh. FML. All right, we're 45 miles away from Interstate 465. That's the loop around Indianapolis. Gonna take it up and around over to Interstate 65, head north on that. Huh. Ah. Man, oh man. Ready for a nap. Oh my gosh. Oh.
Jazz 2767 says hello everyone.
Hello, hello. Welcome to the live stream. Oh, I'm just bouncing through Indiana right now.
Off-Tard Gun Trucking says, hey y'all.
What's up? What's up?
Taz 2767 says, I thought Colorado roads were bad. Off-Tard Gun Trucking says, hugs everybody.
Right back at you, man. Right back at you. Yeah, Indiana roads are pretty freaking horrible. I just went through a 22-mile construction
Off-Tard Gun
zone.
Trucking says, can a girl get in the chit chat?
Well, anybody can jump on here in the live stream. Oh, man. Oh, man. So currently heading Interstate 70 westbound right now. Going to be picking up Interstate 465 in about 30 miles or so. Going to take it around the north side, pick up Interstate 65 north and head towards Remington, Indiana.
Off-Tard Gun Trucking says, I'm not a man. You said man, I'm a woman.
Yeah, sorry, a woman. Welcome to the live stream. Apologies for that. Are you a driver, Pop-Tart? Oh.
Off-Tard Gun Trucking says, okay, huge hugs.
Hugs back at you.
Off-Tard Gun Trucking says, I've never drove a truck now.
Okay, cool. I was just trying to figure out if you were a driver or if you,
Taz 2767 says, make sure your feelings are still your teeth, driver.
oh, my goodness, man. These roads are going to be the end of me.
Taz 2767 says, or should I say, your kidneys aren't aching.
Yeah, I think it's more about the prostate at this point.
Off-Tard Gun Trucking says, no, I am the actual owner of the entire trucking company.
I thought maybe if you weren't a driver, maybe you were a trucking company owner, so that's pretty cool. So what state is your company located, Pop-Tart? I'm actually on my last trip with this company. I just resigned and looking for another job here at some point, so I'm going to take July off, though. Oh.
Cindy Mihalski W3D says, said hi.
Hello, welcome to the live stream.
Taz 2767 says, understand that.
Oh. So we got another construction zone coming up here in a few miles, so you just got to use your imagination for how bad those roads must have been before they started working on them if they weren't redoing the section I just went over, so.
Taz 2767 says, driver sounds so impersonal. What name do you go by? Pop-Tart Gun Trucking says Raleigh, North Carolina.
Oh, cool. What kind of truck you guys run there, Pop Tart? Like over the road, refrigerated, dry van, dump trucks. I go by Johnny Dangerously. That's the name I go by. Not sure what you mean by impersonal.
Pop-Tart Gun Trucking says I operate only for the government, just government loads.
Oh, okay. Well, sounds like a good paying gig.
Taz 2767 says, well, I don't like to address somebody as driver.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
Pop-Tart Gun Trucking says we don't pull no welfare wagons.
Well, let's get in the left lane here for the mowing crew. Well, I think I'll have more room if I go right here, but then I got trucks lined up right across from each other on the shoulders here. We are in Indiana. Coming into another construction zone here. Hey, if you're just joining in, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. I do post a lot of other videos and footage throughout the week as interesting stuff happens. I got a lot of back footage to go through and edit, even though I won't be driving a big rig for the next month or so. I'll be posting lots and lots of videos while I'm off. I'll even be doing some live streams in my personal vehicle. I got some traveling to do throughout the month of July, and then hopefully I'll get back to driving maybe the first or second week of August. Well, that car's pretty smashed up. So I'm going to hang with y'all till we get north of Indianapolis. So got probably at least another hour left on today's live stream. I shut up.
Ryan Truck Photography says hello, lad.
What's up, Ryan Truck Photography? Welcome to the live stream. Well, looks like we got an oversized getting on down up there. So working our way towards Indianapolis right now so we can take the loop around, pick up Interstate 65 and head north. Heading towards Remington, Indiana today. Drop this trailer off, turn this truck in, and go back home to Ohio. So that sound you're hearing is the lane departure warning. So it has radar that picks up the lines on the left and right side of the road. And it's picking up some of the zipper off to the left, confusing itself. And just generally annoying the crap out of me. All right, almost out of this construction zone.
Jose JM1PH says hi.
Hey, what's up, Jose? Then once we hit 465, there's going to be even more construction going around the northeast side of the loop there.
Jose JM1PH says Donde estás hoy?
No comprende. Well, nice and sunny day out today. Temperature is a little bit warmer than what it's been the last week or so. Had the extreme heat warnings and stuff in for pretty much all last week. So yesterday back in Ohio was a little bit cooler. Much welcomed for sure. Showing about 84 degrees on it today. So going to run this live stream today until we get a little bit north of Indy. So probably give or take about another hour or so. Going to wrap it up. But if you haven't already, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Have a ton of other footage, short videos, some long videos and stuff to post as soon as I get some of it edited up. Oh man, I am ready for today to be over already. I wonder what this oversize is hauling here. Looks like really big gun suppressors. Like a silencer for a tank or something. Not sure what those are.
Donald Herring 1310 says, "What's happening? Your favorite landscaper here."
Hey,
I
what's
see
up,
you
Donald?
rocking on Law.
Yeah, I'm just trying to make my way through Indiana and not be crippled in the process. Yeah, I'm rocking on for one more trip. This is my last trip for this company I'm working for right now. Can't take it anymore, so I'm through the towel in.
Donald Herring 1310 says, "Got the day for once Law."
How'd you manage that? Must be raining or something.
Donald Herring 1310 says, "Off."
Good deal, good deal. Can't beat that. I mean, it is a Monday, so nothing good happens at work on a Monday.
Donald Herring 1310 says broken mower lol.
Oh, that's no good. All right, about 6 miles from 465 right now. We'll get on that, head north, go through some more construction, hopefully get through there quicker than my construction back on the Ohio-Indiana line there. Oh, that's the truck that was in front
Donald
of me
Herring
through that other
1310
construction.
says never seems to end in Florida.
What never seems to end in Florida? A lot of things come to mind. Well, that's a big bump there. Relatively new concrete here, and it's already buckling and breaking. Oh man, I am drowsy today. I did have off for the weekend, so when did I make it in? I think I got back to Ohio Thursday afternoon. Oh my gosh, man. I probably drank too many nights in a row. It's just leaving me dead tired today. All right, let's see what these times are. So 24 minutes to go, 26 miles around the north side, which is what we're gonna do. I think it's almost 2:30. Could go through downtown. I think maybe we will go through downtown. Oh my goodness. Oh. Yeah, let's go ahead and go through downtown. Take 70 to 65 north.
After 2 miles, keep right to take exit 90 and continue on to the Interstate 465.
Nope, not gonna do it. I'm staying over here for a minute. Might be a little more scenic to go through downtown, so let's go that way.
After 1 mile, use the right 2 lanes to take exit 90 and continue onto the Interstate 465.
But I mean, it's Indianapolis, so it's not very scenic to begin with. Well, looks like my thingamajigger disconnected here.
465 and then keep right towards Interstate 465 north.
All right, sorry, I apparently lost my text-to-speech for a couple moments there, so.
Now keep right towards Interstate 465 north.
Oh yeah, road work never ends, period. It's orange barrel season everywhere now. Hi Brian, welcome to the live stream.
Right to take the exit.
All right, we're just gonna stay on 70.
After half a mile,
Run it down to 65.
Tilbury Shadeland Avenue.
My GPS is gonna keep trying to turn me around because it's pretty stupid. Just for whatever, it can't seem to reroute from here. So I got a 55-mile-an-hour speed limit through here. I'm going 58. So these guys that are passing me are flying. I can only go 5 over the speed limit until I got to take a call from my safety guy. Most companies are 10 or some are even 7 miles over speed. Mine's only 5. Not that I would normally go that much over the speed limit, but couldn't if I wanted to. Hey, if you're just joining in, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Even though this is probably going to be the last live stream while I'm driving a big truck for at least the next month or so, I do have a lot of other short videos and long videos to get posted up. I'll probably run a couple live streams from my SUV when I'm traveling later this month, but I am turning my truck in later today for this job on
After 1 mile, keep right
to the next one as soon as I find the next one. I haven't even looked for another job yet. The company I'm with just pissed me off so bad I just can't go on anymore. So all right, this 55-mile-an-hour speed limit is going to drop to 50 pretty
Donald
shortly
Perry
here.
1310 says 10-4, glad I caught ya.
Yeah, I was a little disappointed to pull the plug on this job.
Now keep right to take the exit.
But I can only put up with so much bullshit until I just can't tolerate it anymore. So, but glad you're able to get on here today. I've been doing like 4 or 5 of these live streams a week lately, and I'm having so much fun with it. So many people have been getting on and commenting, and but I miss doing it. So I would find a gig and go right back to work, but I have some traveling I got to do at the end of the month, so it would be real rough to start a new job until I need a week off 2 weeks after I started. So I'm just gonna wait until next month to go back to work. So kind of feel like a kid on summer vacation again, like I'm back in middle school or something. So All right, there's that
Donald
50 mile an hour speed
1310
limit.
says right on, got to do what you got to do.
Right to take
That's
exit
it.
85. Over speed limit.
Oh, shut up, GPS. It's going approximately 5 over, and it's still going to nail me for it. All right, let's go right. Into 50 mile an hour speed limit now.
Now keep right to take the exit.
My GPS still trying to turn me around instead of just rerouting me to 65 north. They say AI is going to take over the world someday. Yeah, I don't think so. Well, there is downtown Indianapolis right there. Excuse me. Oh, goodness. So we're gonna get on.
Donald Herring 1310 says I remember MapQuest.
I remember MapQuest too. I was 16 when I started using that. As soon as I started driving, they either didn't have like Garmin GPSs yet, or I just was too poor to know they existed or buy one. But I remember being in Youngstown, Ohio, wanting to go to a concert in Pittsburgh and making sure I printed up directions before I went there. And geez, that's been 30 some years ago.
1310 says need 2 people long.
Yeah, but I think MapQuest is still around too, though I don't really know why.
Now keep left towards Interstate 70 West.
Now, see, my GPS is still trying to take me Interstate 70. Like, it's stupid.
Now keep right onto North Davidson Street.
But yeah, I remember if you had like multiple pages printed up for directions, you had to make sure you didn't get the order of the pages mixed up or lose a page of them. It was stressful times back then. All right, get on Interstate 65 north right now. We're gonna head towards Remington, Indiana. I'm gonna hang with you guys for let's see what mile marker we're at. Maybe another 30 miles or so, about 30 minutes or so. And I gotta wrap this up and start packing this truck up, make this delivery, and catch a Greyhound home or something. But if,
Donald Herring 1310 says 1 driving, 1 shouting directions.
yeah, for sure. And with my GPS, we still have 1 driving and 1 shouting directions. All right, going to be switching into 55 mile an hour zone here. Right around this bend.
Aaron Shackelford 6106 says thanks John the first watch that video with the muscle cars in that building, pretty cool. Aaron from Arizona.
Yeah, what's up, man? Yeah, glad you liked it. That was a fun video to make. They had a whole nother warehouse with
Aaron
other
Shackelford
cars.
6106 said hi.
Welcome back, Aaron. Yeah, they had a whole other warehouse, I guess, with more amazing cars than the ones that were in the one I made a video out of. And I didn't have time. It was a couple blocks over. I didn't have time to go check it out that day and haven't been back there since. So maybe one day I'll make it back through there, get to make a video out of that warehouse full of rare and exotic cars. I was at my storage unit over the weekend.
Donald Herring 1310 says, well, be safe, catch you again.
See you, Donald. Have a good day, man. Thanks for joining in. Yeah, I was at my storage unit dropping some stuff off over the weekend, and as I was driving out of there, somebody fired their engines up, and man, this guy had like a 69 Chevelle in the garage, a 1980 Monte Carlo, and then I think it was a 72 Malibu, weird looking thing. And he said he got 650 to the rear wheels on that. He showed me the Whipple supercharger he had on it. Pretty badass. So but yeah, I was leaving the storage unit and ended up spending another 45 minutes there checking out these cars. I just happened. I should have made a video out of it, but I wasn't even thinking about that. Yeah, Aaron, just to let you know, this is probably the last live stream for when I'm in a big truck, probably for the next month or so. I went ahead and quit my job. So I'm actually driving the last load I'm doing for this company right now, and I haven't found another job yet, but I got some stuff to do the end of July, so it'll be until August before I'm behind the wheel of a big rig again. I'll probably do some live streams while I'm traveling, driving around, but they're going to be few and far between for the next month or so.
Aaron Shackelford 6 says, no worries, I'll miss you for the month. I got stuff going on too.
Cool.
Aaron Shackelford 6106 says I got to spend some time with the girlfriend.
Oh, well, that's good. You gotta do that every once in a while, anyways. Well, I'm kind of glad I went through downtown Indy. There's no way 465 was going to be as smooth as this route through here.
Aaron Shackelford 6106 says, are you on Facebook too, John?
I am, yep. Yep, under, if you search Johnny Dangerously Digital Creator or Johnny Dangerously Truck Driver, if you just search Johnny Dangerously, it'll pull everything up with that Johnny Dangerously movie or whatever. But I pretty much post the same stuff on Facebook that I do on YouTube, except for photos. I haven't figured out how to upload photos to YouTube yet, but so there might be some photographs and stuff that I put on Facebook every once in a while. I don't do live streams on Facebook. I'm trying to get my YouTube built up enough so I don't really even have to post on Facebook anymore. It's a much cooler and laid back crowd on YouTube than on Facebook for sure.
Aaron Shackelford 6106 says, watching the Jets flower head from Luke Air Force Base right now, Lil Jon looks like the F-35s.
F-35s, no shit, that's pretty cool. I was in Columbus maybe a month ago, Columbus, Ohio, and they must have just been practicing or something because I don't think they had an air show in town that weekend. But there were some loud jets flying over. And last summer they had the Blue Angels there, so in Columbus, Ohio. That was super cool. I was going to see if they'd let me ride in the back seat of one of them.
Aaron Shackelford 6106 says, I'll look you up on Facebook, but I'm more on YouTube than I am on Facebook.
Cool. Yeah, like I said, I post pretty much the same videos on Facebook that I do on YouTube, but I only do the live videos on YouTube, so. But yeah, I was going to see if they'd let me go up in one of the jets when they were practicing or whatever for the next air show. But I was watching some videos. Some guy named Sam Ekholm or whatever does a lot of videos where he's riding in the back. I had no idea that you had to like do things like with your legs to get oxygen and blood, like to go back up to your head. And if you don't do that, you can like stroke out and die. I mean, it's pretty complicated just to even go for a ride in one of those things. So I've already got vertigo pretty bad as it is, so probably shouldn't go for a ride in a jet.
Aaron Shackleton 6106 says we live in the airspace. One day the fly overhead is pretty cool, actually loud.
Yeah, those things are super loud, man. I love it. Gets the adrenaline pumping. Yeah, when I was a kid, I used to have a big poster of the F-14 Tomcat above my bed. All right, we're going to be on a busy section of Interstate 65 now. As soon as 465 joins up with it, probably going to be a madhouse up here. Already going slower than we should be going. All right, got about 15 minutes or so left on this live stream, so I'm going to wrap it up for the day. If you haven't already, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Should give you a notification when I'm on here again. This is going to be the last one in this big rig because I'm turning my truck in later today, so I'll be in my personal vehicle a couple times later this month, and then hopefully from another big truck sometime early next month. Oh, that's some raindrops on my window? No, say it ain't so. Maybe it's just, it looks like raindrops. I have no idea why either. I'm literally 5 miles north of Indianapolis right now. All right, Officer Friendly off to the left there in the middle. All right, well, I think my connection is finally restored here, hopefully. I am in Indiana, so I think they only recently got dial up here. A little close. Not too smart to be hanging outside your car there. All right, well, I think I got my signal restored here. I've got about another 12 to 15 miles left on this live stream before I'm going to wrap it up.
Aaron Shackelford 6106 says, I told you I'm a drag racer. Ask the closest thing to a fighter pilot I can be at my age. I'll be turning 55 next month, letting you know.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm 48, so I'm pretty much in the same boat. I was thinking with my social media stuff that, the Air Force might let me go up in one to make a video or whatever when they're practicing, but I'm just not sure that's a good idea at this point in my life to take a risk like that. I already got vertigo pretty bad, and that could just make me have it and never go away. So, but one can dream. Maybe they'll let me taxi around the airport in one and then get out before they take
Aaron
off.
Shackelford 6106 says, how was your 4th of July weekend?
That was pretty good, man. I ended up making it home. I wasn't planning on going home for it, but then I, got in a big fight with my company last week and was like, screw you guys, I'm out of here. I was like, just send me home for the weekend. That way I don't inconvenience them by them having to keep me busy over the holiday. They like to be in their office Monday to Friday, 9 to 5, and don't like to be available outside of those hours, even though they're running over the road division here. So I did go home. Did a lot of drinking. Got to go watch some of my nephew's baseball games. So, but yeah, had a great time. I did not make it to any fireworks though. I was too busy getting drunk and playing poker in the evening, so did not win though. Got my ass kicked. All right, so that rest area, which is in 17 miles, is where I'm going to wrap it up at. So got a little bit longer with y'all. And look at all this traffic up in front of me. Have a feeling I'm going to be catching up to them pretty quick here. This route, Interstate 65 in between Indianapolis and Chicago, is just absolutely packed, jam-packed section of highway. This should have been 3 lanes all the way up and down on each side 30 years ago, and it's still only 2 lanes for the majority of it. Just another instance where Indiana is falling behind, and then when they go to do something about it, they'll tear 30 miles of it up and do 30 years worth of construction all at the same time. So hopefully my next trucking gig, I'll be all 48 states and get the hell away from this state for a while. I would love to not have to drive through Indiana for a couple months at a time. All right, might I be able to get back in the right lane here? Nope. I wonder what that Wally's is. Must be a competitor of Buc-ee's maybe or something. Looks like it's just a ginormous gas station type of place.
Aaron Shackelford 6106 says that sucks.
Yep, I used to have to run this route twice a day in my previous driving gig. I used to work out of a DC up in Illinois, and I had to run back to Indiana for deliveries, 2, 3, 4 deliveries a day, and then head back to Illinois at the end of the day. And I did that for almost 2 years, so that's enough to make you want to pull your hair out right there. All right, let's get back in the right lane. Well, it's 3 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time right now, so the highways are going to start to get pretty busy out here. This highway will drop down to 2 lanes right around the time I get off at that rest area. Then it'll just be all bottlenecked up. It'll be 2 lanes for, probably 20 miles or so before it opens into 3 lanes for about 10 miles and then goes back to 2 lanes. Well, there's an airplane that it's off to the left now.
Aaron Shackelford 6106 says you be safe. Hopefully you tell me when you come out to Arizona sometime.
Yeah, I'm hoping, man, to get a gig where I run all 48. I got some friends in LA and out that way that it'd be cool to catch up and have some drinks with and stuff. So, I'll definitely keep you posted for sure. We'll go steal a jet and take it for a ride. Well, this guy better stay in his lane. He's gonna end up in the next life. Oh, man.
Roberto Garcia HF9. Hi.
What's up, Roberto? How you doing, man?
Roberto Garcia HF9CW says saludos desde Argentina. Bueno Aires bendiciones.
Just coming. What's up, Argentina? All right, gonna have to pass this dump truck. Well, that would be the exit for Lebanon, Indiana. I got a big construction going on around there. I put some video up a few weeks ago about a data center they're building there, and then Eli Lilly's also building a mega manufacturing facility there. That's where they're going to make GLP-1s and Ozempic and Wegovy and all that stuff there. Well, I missed my chance to get back in the right lane. I got a big truck coming around on the right. Whoops. Oh, well. Well, looks like that right lane's going pretty slow anyways. I'm going to slow down a little bit so this guy can get in front of me. Uh-oh. Wow, we got brake lights here. Oh, we got a little delivery vehicle holding things up in the middle lane here. And that vehicle in front of me is going 64 miles an hour. Not sure why they're in the middle lane. Wow, I thought the flatbed was going to speed up. But we got this rest area coming up here momentarily, so we'll get right and stay here.
Aaron Shackelford 6106 says hopefully you get better pay when you get back in a new truck.
Oh, I guarantee you I'll get better pay. It's kind of hard to get worse than what I'm getting right now, but we'll see what happens. Appreciate it though, man. I'll definitely end up with a gig where I get more personal enjoyment than I do in this one. That's for sure. Being taken advantage of ridiculously right now, and I just cannot permit it to happen any longer. All right, that's the rest area at 1.5 miles. We're going to go ahead and wrap this live stream up for the day. I want to thank everyone for joining in. Thanks for all your comments, questions, conversation. It's always a blast to come on here and be able to do this. Definitely makes my day go by quicker. But if you haven't already, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. I have a lot of other videos, short videos, long videos to post in the next month or so until I find another truck to get into.
Aaron Shackelford 6106 says, I'll talk to you later, John. Have a safe trip today. Hopefully see you soon. Live next.
You got it, Aaron. I'll chat with you soon, man. Have a great day. All right, everyone, it's going to wrap up today's live stream. Thanks again for joining in and all your comments. I'll chat with you guys real soon. Have a great day. Bye now.